Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel SRIP Edu Farm. In today's video, we will be discussing some basics of organic compounds, the classification of organic compounds, as well as the basic behind the naming of organic structures. In the comment section, we got comments that students want to know about isomers, about geometric isomers, etc. So, before discussing that, we thought that we should know what are the organic compounds and we should also know properly like how they have been named. So, for that, we have made this video. Initially, we will be discussing the types of organic compounds. Organic compounds can be basically classified as aliphatic compounds, aromatic compounds, alicyclic compounds, and heterocyclic compounds. As the name says, aliphatic compounds are straight chain or open chain carbon compounds. They are of two types, saturated and unsaturated type. Saturated means they have only single bond. In this, there comes the alkanes. Alkanes like methane, ethane, propane, etc. Then unsaturated compounds means they have either double bond or triple bond. If they have double bond, they are called as alkenes, and if they have triple bond, they are called as alkynes. Then second category is aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds means which have benzene like structures. Then third is alicyclic compounds. These are not benzene like, but they have cyclic ring in them. If the ring is single, then they are called monocyclic. If two, then bicyclic. If more than two, then polycyclic. Then in this also there could be cycloalkanes, alkenes. Then in bicyclic also there are alkane, alkenes. And next category is heterocyclic compounds. In heterocyclic compounds there are ring structures, but they are not exactly like benzene. Further we will be discussing in details all these compounds. Now we will be discussing about aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds are also known as arenes or aromatics. They are chemical compounds that contain conjugated planar ring systems with delocalized pi electron clouds instead of discrete alternating single and double bonds. The compounds that have structures and chemical properties resembling with benzene are called as aromatic compounds. They are represented as C6H6. It has alternate double bonds in it. When in the benzene ring, you substitute the hydrogen atom with some substituents, like if we substitute with CH3, it will be called as toluene. If we substitute with NH2, it will be called as aniline. If we substitute by OH, it is called phenol. Then if there are two benzene rings together, then they are called naphthalene. So these are the structures of aromatic compounds. Now we will be discussing alicyclic compounds. Ali word comes from aliphatic and cyclic is cyclic ring. So the cyclic compounds contain only carbon atoms and they are called as alicyclic compounds. An alicyclic compound is an organic compound that is both aliphatic as well as cyclic. They contain one or more all carbon rings which may be either saturated or unsaturated but do not have aromatic character. Then alicyclic compounds may have one or more aliphatic side chain attached. We can see here if there are three carbon atoms in the ring, it will be called cyclopropane. The cyclic rings are written as cyclo in the prefix. Then comes with six carbon atoms, it is called cyclohexane. If there is one double bond in it, it will be called cyclohexene. Then here we can see the structure in which there is oxygen atom. It is tetrahydrofuran. So we have seen these are alicyclic compounds. They are not similar to benzene. They don't have aromatic characters, but they have the characters of aliphatic and cyclic rings. Next type of organic compound comes heterocyclic compounds. These are cyclic compounds which contain carbon and heteroatom and that is why they are known as heterocyclic compounds. We can see the examples: pyrrole, pyrrolidine, imidazole, thiazole, thiophene, thiolene. Thio is the word given for sulfur. Then furan, tetrahydrofuran, pyridine, piperidine. These are some of the examples of heterocyclic compounds. Now we will be discussing the IUPAC system of nomenclature of organic compounds. What is the full form of IUPAC? I is international, U is union of, P is pure, A is applied, and C is chemistry. So, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry system of nomenclature we will be discussing. Before knowing about the nomenclature IUPAC system, we will have to know four words. First is the prefix, second is what is word root, third what is primary suffix, and what is secondary suffix. When we start the naming of any compound, then initially there is a basic chain that is called word root. The word root is the name corresponding to number of carbon atoms in the longest chain of carbon atoms in the organic compound. First of all, when we start naming, we have to see which is the longest chain. Like here in this example, we can see how many carbons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons. Then in second one, there are 3 carbons. So according to that, the name is given. Like 1 carbon means meth, 2 is eth, 3 prop, 4 but, 5 pent, 6 hex, 7 hept. For 8 carbon, we say oct. For 9, we say non. For 10, we say dec. For 11, undec. And for 12, dudec. So first of all, you have to remember that the number of carbons is called as what? This is the word root, because on the basis of this only further nomenclature is done. Now we will be seeing what is primary suffix. Suffix means which is added at the end. And primary suffix, what it shows? It indicates the nature of the carbon atom chain selected. Nature means it has single bond, double bond, or triple bond. We know that if it is single, it is called saturated, and if it is double and triple bond, it is called as unsaturated. So if there are only single bond carbon atoms, then at the end you will write ane, like methane, ethane, propane. And if there are double bond, we will be writing ene, ene, propene, butene. And if there are triple bonds in it, we will be writing ine. Then in the parent chain, if there are 2, 3 or more double bond or triple bonds, then the numerical prefix such as di is given for 2, tri is given for 3, tetra is given for 4. And accordingly, these are called as primary suffix. Now, if both double and triple bonds are present, then what we will be doing? So in that case, while naming, first we have to write ene and then will be coming yne, that is triple bond. So initially you have to start numbering from double bond, and then the numbering will be given for triple bond. Like you see one example here, we have given how many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 means it is hex. Then one carbon atom in first place, one double bond in first place. So 1 ene, and triple bond is in fifth place. So 5 ine. So the name is hex 1 ene 5 ine. Second term that you should be familiar is secondary suffix. We are familiar with various functional groups. The functional groups are the family in the organic compound, and the functional group is actually the reactive part of any organic molecule. So the functional group is considered as secondary suffix. Like here we can see alkane, in that it is ane. For alkene, it is ene. Alkyne, it is yne. For alcohol, when there is OH, that is alcohol. So in alcohol, you have to write OL. Then for aldehyde, we write CHO, that is Al. For acetone means RCOR, it is ONE. So accordingly, the naming is done. Some more examples we are showing for the functional groups. Like for carboxylic acid, it is RCOOH, that is oic acid. For ester, that is RCOOR, it is O8. Then amine, ethylamine, like example, here it is NH2. For ether, it is ROR. Then for nitro compounds, it is NO2. Then halide means halogens. It is like ethyl chloride or iodide, bromide, in that way. Then for amide, it is RCOR. Then for thiol, as we have told, S means it is thio. So here instead of OH it is written thiol, means SH. So RSH is thiol. So these are some of the examples of functional group that we have to study. We should know it. Next term comes prefix. Pre means that is fixed or attached before or at the beginning. Hence a prefix is written before the word root. These are also of two types, primary prefix and secondary prefix. Prefix is the word which helps us to distinguish between a cyclic and an acyclic compound. For example, here we can see there is 6 carbon atoms. First one is cyclohexane because it has cyclic ring. And second is hexane. It is simple aliphatic chain. It does not has cyclic. So we have not given any prefix here. So prefix cyclo means it is a cyclic compound. Some of the groups are also used as substituents or prefix. Like here, halides, chloro, fluoro, bromo, iodo, then methoxy, thoxy, diazo, hydroxo, amino, nitro, nitroso. These are also used as prefix. Now there is while naming there is a confusion that if we have more than one functional group, then what to do? So for that you have to remember the preference series of the functional groups. For example, if you have carboxylic acid, then the naming will be started from carboxylic acid. So in the preference series, first is carboxylic acid, then comes sulfonic acid, then anhydride, then ester, then acid chloride, then acidamide, then nitrile, then aldehyde, then ketone, then alcohol, then amines, then alkenes, then alkynes. Like in previous slide we had told, if there is double bond and triple bond, you have to start numbering from double bond, because in the preference series alkene comes before alkyne. So the group higher in the preference series will be written as suffix, while the one lower to it would be written as prefix. So till here we have discussed some of the basics of organic compounds, basics of naming of structures. Thank you so much for your patient hearing. We will be discussing the different rules of IUPAC structure and some of the examples how we have to actually name any chemical compound, that we will be taking in our further video. Thank you so much for watching it. Feel free to talk and discuss with us.